Hi, I'm Hector Perez. I'm a modern work and security expert here at JourneyTEAM, and I'm going to teach you about the zero trust model in under 3 minutes. The first thing to talk about is the fact that zero trust focuses on the fact that we trust no one and we verify everything. In other words, we don't assume that because a user and identity is within the corporate network, we are going to trust access to different resources, applications, systems because of that. As we start to look at traditional or legacy approaches to the implementation of technology, we start to look at those versus more modern approaches. And a simple example of that being a password being used to access a specific system versus using a more modern approach of passwordless authentication and or multi-factor authentication to assist in the authentication event to ensure that who we have logging in is in fact the user that owns an account and has registered security information to access a system or an application. Zero trust guiding principles then are threefold. First, it's we talk about verifying explicitly. The next one is least privileged access. And third is we assume breach. For verifying explicitly, we talk about always authenticating and authorizing access based on whatever available data points we have. That could be a user identity, that could be the location of an authentication event, the device that's being used to authenticate, data classification, or any anomalous activities that are going on. And that's previous to authenticating or during authentication and after authentication as well. Least privileged access, we talk about limiting user access to systems or data to protect data and also user productivity. Assume breach and that assume breach mentality, we consider segmenting access by network, by user, devices, applications, and we consider using encryption to protect sensitive data. Based off of those three principles, then, we also consider six fundamental pillars that are laid out as part of the zero trust framework or architecture. Those six are identities, devices, applications, data, infrastructure, and networks.